Hello everyone, welcome Dr. Toni, Dr. Toni Coaches. If this is your first time joining our 6-step video series, please go back to number 1 and then scoop back to this video. And if you are coming back. Welcome to day 4 of the 6-day series on my 6 practical steps formula to tame the busyness, right? And to boost those energy levels, gain peace of mind, and declutter, reduce that clutter mentally and physically that we have in our lives. We all need that. We all want that. We all benefit from that. If you missed day 1, I am going to leave that link below. Day 1, we talk about taking back control of your schedule. And if you missed day 2, I'll leave that link below as well. We talked about slowing down for self-care. And in day 3, that is an incredibly important one. In fact, I'd say it's arguably the most important one, talking about really believing and knowing that you belong. So go ahead and click link 3 if you haven't done that yet, okay? Okay, so today we're going to talk about knowing and connecting with your why. Number 4, if you know and you believe that you belong, which we talked about in number 3, okay, then you no longer have to prove something to someone for some reason. If you got clear there, then you will need to go a little bit further, take a step further, and need to get clear on, well, what are your primary motivators then? What are the things that are fueling you in life? Why do you choose to expend your time, your effort, your energy the way that you do? What is your primary fueling for the choices that you make in life? What is your primary fueling that's leading you to do all the things, even when it consistently leads you to more stress or unwanted busyness? As an action taker, a go-getter, a problem solver, someone who helps and leads, you are certainly motivated by something. Your aspirations matter to you for some reason. And often these reasons are highly personal and incredibly powerful. My reasons, for example, to be a helper and just an authentic leader as mom, as therapist, and now as life coach as well, were all driven by my deep desire to help others feel empowered from the inside out, to feel seen and heard and loved from the inside out, because I know so deeply what it felt like firsthand not to feel that way. Personal and powerful to me. And so you have your reasons too. Over time, however, what can happen is that those reasons, those passions, those fueling, driven pieces that are leading you, that have led you to do what you do, become who you are, they can actually morph into being fueled by different motivators. For example, when in burnout, a lot of people are no longer fueled by feel-good passion and inspiration from the inside out to do their work. Instead, they're predominantly fueled by this desire to simply get through the day, to avoid the negative. They're wanting to escape the toxicity or the overwhelm of their work environment, for example. Their motivation becomes more and more fueled by the desire to escape the unwanted than about actually enjoying the wanted parts of their work. Burnout and anxiety are growing experiences in our society, and they result from these kinds of motivational shifts. Many caring, hardworking, ambitious people, leaders, they do become more motivated by the negative and less inspired by the positive over time, unless you get really aware of what's going on so you can make a shift. How about you? I see you creating goals and achieving goals. If you're anything like the folks I work with, if you're anything like me, I see you checking things off that checklist, that to-do list, getting things done, analyzing. Oh boy, are you good at analyzing. Analyzing what needs to get done, how and why. Doing your best to be super efficient, knowledgeable, productive. But do you ever find yourself feeling resentful about it all? Guilty maybe? Frustrated? Angry? Of course, these are all normal feelings to experience, but if you're having to battle with them regularly, then there's an issue and it needs to be addressed in order to stop that cycle from continuing, that stress and frustration cycle from being pervasive in your life experience. So let's take Carla's story, for example. Carla had gone into her field because she always wanted to help people. She struggled in her own way growing up and always knew that she wanted to be able to help people who struggled like she did, so they didn't have to struggle alone like she did. And so she knew how it felt and she wanted to be a part of the solution. I can definitely relate to Carla. She worked incredibly hard to achieve her career goals so that she could take on a leadership position and be a part of that change that she desired to cultivate in this world. In fact, she worked so hard that she didn't know any other way to work. She hadn't learned or practiced any sort of work-life balance because she just always worked hard. She always pushed herself hard to achieve the next goal, to get to the next spot. Hustle and hard work was her style. She was so passionate, though, so passionate that she just never said no. She felt called to do the work that she did, and so she was really good at it. So she gave it her all. She did that for a long time until eventually it just became her life. Work became her life, and she wound up feeling consumed by it. She lost herself within it. She didn't have time for fun. She didn't have energy for romance. She didn't have mental space to bring forth the other dreams, the other desires that she had for her life, like starting a family of her own. Red tape at work created these barriers for her to do what she wanted to do there, and then she grew frustrated. But since work was her life, this frustration felt inescapable. She was fighting the good fight, but fighting the good fight started to eat up all of her time and her energy. And she wondered things to herself like, how can I ever have kids when I can barely find time in my schedule right now to just do the work that I need to do? At some point, she had stopped doing the work because she loved it. And she started doing it because she had to. She stopped enjoying the work and she started doing it from this just get it done place. She wasn't doing it from a place of joy anymore. It was no longer a passionate choice. It had become an all-consuming obligation. And she started experiencing compassion fatigue. She didn't even realize it, but she was no longer operating from a place of desire or passion. She was mostly just doing what she should, what she had to, and so she burned out. It wasn't until she and I began to dig into what was actually driving her choices, her motivational forces, that she was able to reconnect with her passion and the why that really mattered to her. She was being driven by this need to save everyone from the suffering that she endured, and therefore she took on all this responsibility for everyone's pain, everyone's situation, everyone's circumstance, and she was driven to be the savior for everyone, even those who didn't want saving. She had something to prove, and she had a world to fix, and she was going to do everything she should in order to get that done, even if it cost her herself, her health, her relationships, or other parts of her life that she had dreamt of one day being able to create. As we dug, we were able to unveil that she actually wanted to help empower people to make their own choices, not to make them think that she was the one responsible for making all the choices for them. She wanted to reconnect with that part of her that wanted to have fun, and she rediscovered that she still wanted that. She still wanted to create a life with fun in it, not just a work-based life. She reconnected with her career path as a choice rather than an obligation, and that gave her more freedom at work, more freedom in life. And so she was able to remind herself that she could choose to create a life for herself that was filled with more fun and more joy and still be impactful through her work. So ultimately, she gained more motivation to enjoy all aspects of her life, work, relationships, and more. If you can relate to any part of Carla's story, you're not alone, but you also don't need to stay there. A good place to begin is to ask yourself some of these questions. What currently drives your goals, your choices, your lifestyle setup? Why do you live the way that you do? And are you satisfied with this? If you're wanting help to dig a little bit deeper here, of course, I've got you. I have a few options for you. One is a low-cost, high-impact resource called Motivation Magic, and the other is a premium level coaching support package. You can check both of those links out below, see which one fits for you, or perhaps for someone else that you know and love that may benefit, and go ahead and share that. But you deserve to enjoy the life that you're living in. And if you don't, what are you going to do about it? I'll see you for day 5.